Good morning, everybody. Good morning. There we go. How is everybody doing this morning? Great. Have no problems finding the location? Excellent. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. I wanted to welcome everybody to our 21st annual spring seminar. New venue, new location, a lot of changes going on this year. I'll introduce myself. I'm Jerry Newman. I'm your president. Very honored to serve in that position for everybody, and I hope that I do all of our members, non-members, everybody justice today and give you some good information. Give you a quick introduction. Part of the officers are out and about. Tanya, who's been helping out around the breakfast area, is our treasurer. Lee Starling, and manning the front desk, is our past president. Julia McCurry right here is your president-elect. And Tamika Gauss, who was in the back, she's out here as also your secretary this year, so we're all very honored to serve with you. If you've been watching on our little slide, we've kind of had a bunch of different things. I just want to give you just a few minutes of some updates. For those who have been aware and have been part of the business meetings and whatnot, we have been undergoing major reorganization over the last 6 months or so. We have actually finally finished getting incorporated, gotten our EIN number, and we are, as of March 13th, we are formally affiliated with NEFHIMA. So all of that is formal for everybody, and all the benefits and perks that come with that. We still have a lot of changes, but we wanted to make sure that you guys were updated. So that includes a new logo. We've added to that the newsletter. Obviously, we're going to still be pushing social media. That's a big push for him as we move forward and bring technology in there. But I just wanted to kind of give a quick rundown. We did do a strategic plan that we've still been modifying and tweaking. A couple of the things that we have actually been working on is increasing membership by 10%. And I believe that we actually have attained that goal already this year, so thank you to all of our members. Big area here too is engaging HIM students, and we actually have 4 schools that offer HIM programs now in our region. Florida Gateway College, Santa Fe College, Florida State College at Jacksonville, and St. John's Rivers Community College. So we're very proud to work with those students. They're all accredited schools through HIM. So that's a big plus for our region. We actually have been having students coming in. I think Santa Fe is running a little bit late today, and I know that there's we've got some students from St. John's Rivers up here. Got one here. Anybody from Florida State College back there? And anybody from Gateway, Florida Gateway? No, they're new, so hopefully we're going to be able to bring them into the fold and get some activities going. So watch for that reorganization of the student forum that we're doing as well. Another one of our goals is to do a minimum of 15 CEUs for you guys every year as part of your membership. Today is 7.5. We have our regional meeting that's generally held in January. That's 2.5, and then the rest will be webinars. So with that thought, we are looking for speakers, people who would like to present some information to the members. We do have some webinars lined up for future months, definitely something for September and October, coming up for CDI month and Cybersecurity month. And we had a couple that we had here just recently that were canceled because of family illnesses, but hopefully we'll be able to get the Cancer Tumor Registry one rescheduled, and another, trying to get a presentation on information governance scheduled here within the next couple of months. So absolutely. Websites being changed, and all of the committees are being reorganized. So we appreciate you working with us, bearing with us as we go through all of this structural change. But hopefully by the time we meet here again next year, we will be able to proudly say that we will be a 501c3 organization and tax exempt as well on top of that. And one other little thing that I wanted to add to this today, we are very honored to have not only the NEFHIMA past president, Linda Wren, will be presenting on cybersecurity at 10:30 today. But we are also have been blessed to have Courtney Simmons, who is our NEFHIMA president. Courtney, I saw you sneak in back there, so can you wave? And as you guys know, Lee Starling and Rayanna Bonetti are both directors on NEFHIMA, with Rayanna being our region liaison. So just kind of, we've got a plethora of people that are here to support us from the state level, and we really appreciate that. Going forward, just want to point out that the NEFHIMA voting ballot should be coming up soon, and we are also honored to have somebody from our region who is actually going to be on the ballot. So watch for that when that time comes. Lee Starling is on the ballot again this year. So without further ado then, let's go ahead and get started on our presentations. First up today, we have a CDI presentation going. And that... And I'm not going to read it all. I'm going to skip through some of it here. But so we have Edna Betances-Harold with us today from UF Health, who is going to present on ICD-10, physician documentation improvement, and specificity of diagnosis. So Edna has been with UF Health Shands since 2001. She's worked as a certified clinical coder, and then has been the CDI specialist, and is now the supervisor for the CDI program there at UF Health. She has 10 clinical documentation specialists under her, and is using more than 30 years of experience in the healthcare industry and working in a variety of nursing and coding positions. We really appreciate that Edna has joined us today, and I look forward to learning some great things about CDI. So you welcome Edna.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'd like to poll the audience. Doctors here? Any physicians in here? No?
Oh, now you can have fun.
Now we can talk about it. Any CDI specialists? 1, 2? Why are you not closer? I need your support. Coders, inpatient. Yeah, all right. And the rest are outpatient, ancillary. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. CDI is getting ready to move into your field, you know that. You're hearing about it, right? Mm-hmm. Does anybody know what CDI is? Right. Can you tell me? Okay. CDI, Clinical Documentation Improvement. Pam is here, and Pam started our program, I think back in 2005, Pam now. Yeah, 2004. And they brought in and they started the program from the ground up. They had nobody, and they hired Donna and Georgia there, and they just started this program with coders first that would go in and review the record and see what they can find it's not documented correctly, and run up on the floors and put on these purple papers, remember charts, and then we run back down and code it, or run back up and see if they answered it. Yeah, that was fun. It was an 11-floor hospital, and 2 of us. Yeah. Now it's electronic. How about cut and paste? Isn't that awesome? Yeah, everybody has the same thing. Every day. Every day. So clinical documentation, what is it? Does anybody know? Anybody here? Yes. Okay. Clarifying in the record prior to coding so that the coders can do what they want. I mean, code. Run the chart as specific as possible to show the big picture of the patient, the true clinical picture. And that's how it used to be back a day about menu. And let's see how we can get all those MCCs and CCs and get the chart up there. We don't do that anymore. It's more about the full clinical picture. So I'm going to tell you how we do it. She said about ICD-10.
I was just going by what you put,
Okay.
what you sent me.
All right. Our program consists of assisting the physician in delivering a clear, concise, physical documentation of medical records. For the outpatient coders, it kind of helps you if they, I believe, I'm going to guess, if they document specific things and they can code higher level of care, am I right? Level of service of care, fix me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Nothing? Okay. All right. So that helps. Our CDI program helps with the measures. We are compared against all the UHC, which is now Vizient, the very top hospitals. So, and all that comes from the coding. All that information goes into a big bank and comes from the coding. And the more specific we are in diagnosis and those comorbid conditions, those chronic conditions, it all adds to the patient, it goes into this bank, and then we're compared against all of our hospitals, and we end up on the U.S. World News Report. That's where all this helps. So, our group is 10. We have coders and nurses. There's some program, and ours is a little unique because we're under the HIM program, and some programs have it under the case management program, so they strictly like to use nurses. We like a combination of both because it gets a good fit. We all sit in a room together and we argue and fight. We discuss charts, we discuss, the nurse will see something and the coder will be like, yeah, but it's not documented, and the nurse will be like, it's there, and at least for the grade. So we're always talking. Pam could be a test of that. We review documentation to ensure the patient's clinical picture is appropriately documented. We will pull stuff from ER notes, we'll pull stuff from, you see they have a history of this, we'll say, every chart says history, what do you think? And how do we do this? We work closely with the quality team. We get to the physicians. I have gone as far as wait for them outside the OR, endoscopy suite, and have met with them on their in-between surgery and said, we need you to fix this on this part, something like that. We work closely with the quality team at HACT, hospital-acquired conditions. Come into the hospital, they put on a Foley, you know, look at the UTI. Could have been you had UTI when you walked in the door, but that Foley just exacerbated it. So we do stuff like that. Patient safety indicators, lady had surgery, she falls out of bed, ends up on the floor with a broken hip. We help the quality team with that and ascertain the proper documentation to show the picture. I mean, it happens, stuff happens. We work closely with the coding team. We are always one-to-one with our coders. We IM them, we email them, when we see them in the hall, we do see them, all our coders are remote, so we basically have to email them. Sometimes we call them. They'll call them, let us know. Like I said, our program is different than most. Our CDI specialists generate 100% of the queries. They decided back, probably when the program started, that we want the coders to code, strictly code. No coder has to write a query. Most programs have CDI specialists working on the front end, meaning they do concurrent reviews, and the coders, so they'll send out queries, and it might help you, it might not. But they'll send out queries and they'll review the record and what they see. And then when the coder gets it, she has to go, and then things have changed, so she might have to send another query. So the doctor might have to get queries on the front end and queries on the back end. We do get them on the back end when the coders send us the charts. But we write all the queries for everybody.
Are they standardized?
Yes, they are. And like I said, most CDI programs are staffed by nurses. We're comprised of both. We have both. We have CDIs and nurses. We have coders and nurses. We do concurrent reviews, we analyze the documentation, we assign principal diagnosis on the concurrent ones, procedures, NCCs, CCs, and then we clarify the documentation that needs it. We generate electronic physician queries, and our queries are part of the permanent medical record. It is a progress note, it becomes a progress note the physician has signed, and I'll show you what it looks like.
What happens if a physician does not sign it in a timely manner? Would that be a deficiency on the physician end?
When we generate our queries, there are instant deficiencies, yes. And we call them and we email them. I've gone to a physician's office and sat there while he answered the queries on the computer. We get the chairs involved. We email the chairs and they answer those queries. Yes, ma'am.
What is your head count in your CDI office that enables you to do this?
Our head count is 10 right now. We're about to get more physicians.
That's not a lot.
No, it isn't. We're finding that out, and I'll tell you why shortly. So in addition to doing all that, it's not one hospital, it's not two hospitals, it's now 3 hospitals. We have the Shands Children in the North Tower, we have our Cancer Center in the South Tower, and now we have the Medicine Vascular Hospital. So it's 3 hospitals, and there's 10 of us. So we're expanding. But we also do physician education, one-on-one communication. We've started rounding now with the physicians. They want us to now come, some of them are on the keys right now, and we're going actually to the floors while they're around with their team and asking verbal queries, meaning, we'll see you documented this. Do you mean this? Or is there something there that you can add? And they add it instantly while the CPI is there. Why does it matter? It improves the severity of illness and risk of mortality. It helps with the length of stay. It helps the patient safety indicators and the hospital-acquired conditions. And it also captures the true acuity of the patient, shows just how sick our patients are. Of course, this is additional things that it impacts. The RACs, audits and the compliance, the reimbursement, always the reimbursement. Medical necessity and length of stay helps the case managers. You know, if they're coming in for chest pain and they're still saying chest pain 3 days later, we say, what's causing the chest pain? And they answer something else, so their length of stay goes up. They don't have to try to keep the patient out. They have time. So that's the stuff that, profiling, present on admission. There's a lot of things. We use Optum. Anybody heard of Optum? Optum 360? Yeah? Okay. We use Optum. It has a clinical documentation module. Okay. Does anybody work on CAC, computer assisted coding? Anybody? Nobody? Yeah? How do you like it? You like it? Some people hate it. I hate it. I love it. I like it. I think it's a tool. It's a very helpful tool if you know how to use it. It's not a human. It's not going to replace coders. You know, it doesn't think, but it will code everything. Everything. Sign codes you never even imagined. Well, our CDI module, we have a module that's attached to our computer-assisted coding, and it'll read the entire record, and it throws out these markers, and I'll be showing you that. And these markers will say, this is going on, this is going on, this is going on. You might want to generate a query for that. So just like it throws out all kinds of diagnoses, it also throws some bizarre things in for the markers. So yeah, it's a tool. I like it, it's fun. It helps you think, and it helps somebody that's learning. Sorry, I keep doing that. So here's a picture of what it looks like. Quite busy, isn't it? I don't know how to use this, so I'm going, hi Julie. I just saw Julie Shea. This is the document tree, shows all the documents. These are the progress notes that we'll read. Over here is the CDI stream, and those are the markers over at the end. So it's finding the marker for chronic CHF. and it's saying patients on Lasix, they ordered Lasix, they have radiology finding of lungs and the ejection fraction is 50%. So you might want to generate a query for CHF. At that point, the CDI will review this record and see if they're agreeing, if all that stuff is relevant to this case, is relevant to the stay. It could have been this happened in 1976. It's a tool. It doesn't think, so it'll tell you. But that's what our, yes ma'am?
I have a question. Does the UF have a utilization review department?
They do.
How do you, CDI, and UR work together?
We don't.
Why not? I would think utilization review would assist you in making sure patient medical necessity, and at the same time, the documentation has to be there to justify the inpatient.
Very good. Yeah, you're right. And those hospitals, well, we're trying to get closer. We're getting ready to integrate that and help them with their length of stay. We did have a project once.
I'm pretty sure Orlando Regional
Mhm.
is doing that.
Wow, that's
And it's basically more staff
Uh-huh.
and cross-training. And it's been very successful.
Has it?
Yeah.
So do they use nurses strictly? They don't use
No, they
coders?
use a combo like you do.
They use, okay. Oh, okay. And what are they housed under? Are they housed under the HIM department or the
This was a
utilization?
couple of years ago. I think it's still under, CDI.
Oh,
So it's a combination, basically.
oh, okay. Usually the ones that are helping utilization management are under the utilization management, case management, and they use nurses only. And sometimes they pull their nurses from doing CDI to do case management, social work, and something else, right? Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that. We're under HIM, and we're very happy to be under HIM.
Which is good.
Yeah. We're helping with the length of stay. I don't know, they don't have access to our software yet, that's in the works. I believe we're getting something combination to work together with you to help them out, since they do need help with the medical necessity and the length of stay. But since we're getting the documentation concurrently for them, that should help. It's just that they have to learn how to view it. They can go in Epic.
Okay.
Does everybody use Epic or do they use Cerner? Cerner, totally different. This is just a more detailed view of our markers. Some of the markers that it will throw after reading the chart. And that's the one that I just saw, that's CHF. Gives us references. So you would click and it would show us in the chart where this stuff is documented, located, and highlighted. It will take you right to where it is in the chart. This is what our queries look like, one of our electronic queries. It's part of the permanent medical record. It becomes a deficiency. I write the query. I put on my clinical indicators. I ask my questions and give them multiple choices, or I can leave it open and not give them any choices. You don't want to lead, so you give them every possible choice you can, and then you also leave them with an out saying unable to determine, or unspecified, or other. So we work out two systems. The CAC that I showed previously does not integrate, does not speak to Epic. So we're doing one set of work on one side, and then we turn and go to Epic and write our queries. Our queries are part of the medical record. Of course, all queries should not be leading, should not introduce diagnoses that are not clinically supported. Queries should provide sufficient clinical indicators that will support documentation and clarification. Should include monitoring of signs, symptoms, and status. Should include tests, medications, consultant findings. It should be concise, to the point, and not too wordy. Doctors do not want to read all that stuff. They just go to the question.
So do you have some sort of reconciliation process between Epic and CAC?
The CAC will, at the end, oh, that's it. Actions. Short and sweet. I really don't like PowerPoint. points, but I just wanted to be more interactive because I like to see a lot of people doing this. I'm sorry, what was the question?
So your reconciliation between.
Our reconciliation, yes, in fact, we do reconciliation. The machine, our CAC does all the, this is ERG when we first touch the chart. If it's not coded, it gives ERG, the coder has it also. If we generate a query that impacts it and changes it, we go back in, when we get the answer, we add it, we code it, shows the difference in the dollar amounts. We click one button, one check, and then in the end, it reconciles. I pull up a big old report and it shows all our impact. Any more questions? Yes, ma'am.
How fast do the providers respond?
We have, we write the query and then we generate an email. We have doctors that we're not even finished writing the query and they've answered the query before we've even sent the emails. Now we have doctors that I have one right, particularly now hasn't answered his query in 45 days. I'm about to go hunt him down. So it varies, but most of the surgeons are very good. I mean, it just pops, our Epic queries pop right into their Epic in-basket, so the minute they open that in-basket, there it is. So there's no way they shouldn't be answering it. They usually answer it pretty good. The surgeons are awesome. The only problem, and I don't know anybody has any problem with hospitalists, because they rotate. So you've got hospitalists that's in for a week, then they're off for 2 weeks. Yes, I'm trying to catch up with those are interesting. But they do, you know, it varies, it varies.
So for those late ones, do you get the administrators involved?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We get the chairs involved, everybody. Any more questions? Yes, ma'am.
Do you guys create for PCS queries?
PCS. Procedures? Absolutely. Debridements? Oh my goodness. Yes, debridements. Right? Mediastinal adhesions. Procedures, we don't, sometimes we'll get to ask I'm thinking of outpatient, interventional radiologist. If he's using low, high, osmolar, and what's he using, right? Yes, you get that detail. Any other questions? Nothing? Nothing? Yes, ma'am.
Your nurses, are they RNs, LPNs?
I'm an LPN. I have RNs.
Is it generally RNs that you prefer for that?
I like the RNs if they're willing to keep an open mind and learn coding. I have found doing this for 10 years that it is easier, probably a little bit easier to teach the coders the clinical piece than to teach the nursing the coding piece. It's so much better saying that. At first, I'm a coder. So I was like, why? And a nurse, but I'm a coder. But why do I need some nurse trying to write my queries? I can write my own queries. I don't need, you know. And the nurse is like, well, it's there, it's there, it's there. I'm like, no, it's not written. So yeah, we have that back and forth. Our nurses are very good, and they say they're not coders and they don't ever want to be one, but I will put them up against any of some contract coders, sorry. But they will out there, they're very good at coding. They have had to learn coding, so they're very good and they're open-minded, and yeah. Ideal would be a nurse that does coding. But I think the coders do a better job. Back in the day, I'm from old school, you know, paper. I used to write my own queries, and I hated it. Hated it. I would have never, you just told me 10 years ago, oh, Edna, you're going to be CE. I was like, yeah, what? Oh, my. I hated writing queries. I hated it. Not only am I writing them, I'm teaching them, I'm doing templates, I'm in charge. Oh, my. Yeah, yes, yes.
Is the CDI under the HIM
Umbrella.
committee?
Yes.
And then you work closely also with medical staff on suspensions and issues, is that correct?
No, we do not suspend. Does anybody suspend?
ED,
ED?
outpatient, yeah.
Anybody else? No?
Yeah, we suspend.
You do? Wow. Okay.
Reese's.
We work under, I mean, it's the College of Medicine, UF.
Okay. But your committee would be under the umbrella of the.
We are under the HIM umbrella,
Okay.
and some CDI programs are under the case management umbrella. So that model that you were talking about earlier, where we would be doing the helping utilization management with their medical necessity, and yeah, we call that the London State Police.
Do you monitor the CMI?
Yes, we do.
And that's,
Yes, we do. We monitor it because we impact it. We impact it greatly. Our queries impact the case mix index. That's the severity of illness and risk of mortality. We can get that highest, it definitely impacts the case mix index, length of stay. Ma'am,
How long have you been at UF? I'm just curious because I remember coding over there, you had to go down through a tunnel and rent the face.
really?
Well, that was back in like the 1990s and early 2000s. I was just curious.
I've been there since 2001. We moved up to the first floor from the basement. I've been in the same office for 16 years. Yeah. Yeah, the Russian doctor, Pam might have, Pam was the Russian doctor. What do you know? Who, Dr. Michelle?
yeah, she's presented before.
She's amazing. She worked at Shands? I'm talking Jacksonville. Jacksonville or Gainesville. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, ma'am.
Edna, why don't you talk about how the CDI specialists are set up by services and how you work with the medical staff? And it used to be Dr. Flynn, I don't know if Dr. Flynn's still
We do
doing
work
it.
with Dr. Flynn. He's our chief medical guru. We just like working with Dr. Flynn. So our CDI specialists, each one has a service. I have one that works neurology, neurosurgery. I have one that does peds and babies, and we have a NICU. I have one that does, I have two nuclear hospitalists, because we have like 300 hospitalists. I have surgery, and then when they're all comfortable, somebody does orthopedics, and then when they're all comfortable in their services, I flip them. I give them another chart. So you want somebody, you don't want somebody just to specialize, and I can only write queries for our knees and hips, and no. I want you to be able to write a query for a neurosurgeon. It's no different. Yes, ma'am.
My question's going to be terribly inexperienced, so.
No.
All right.
Talk about
As
an
far as-
experience, really.
As far as the process for CDI goes, is it a quality team that determines that there's a problem and sends it to you guys? How do you know? Is it a random check? How do you know which records
To review.
to review?
We review all records.
All 10, just 10 of you review every record?
Every record we can get is
How?
magic. Actually, we don't have to review all records. They go, right now, we're flipping it. We used to do some concurrence, and then we went to retros, and now we're doing so many retros that we've got to turn around and flip it, because we got to get to the charts. So the CAC reads all the records in the entire, it reads it by natural language processing, adds those codes in there. So I would have my lady that works, we'll say orthopedics. She has a queue, and she'll click on it, and all her orthopedic charts will come, and it'll have all these markers on it. I wish I would took a picture, I'm sorry. Maybe next time I can be back. But, so she gets a work list. She'll go into the chart, review it, assign codes. It's a nurse too. Assign codes, assign a principal diagnosis, see if there's any CCs or MCCs, review all those markers that popped up earlier, and we'll go, I think I'm going to clarify that, and send out and generate a query. The patient's still in-house. Coder hasn't touched it.
Okay, that's.
The charts, this chart, it sits in a queue for the coder gets it. Oh man, CDI's already clarified this, let's just code on.
So it speeds up your coders.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Hence, that's why they wanted us to do all the queries. So then the coder, so maybe we don't get to weekend, we only work Monday through Friday, holidays, weekends. So it's, maybe we didn't get to a chart. So then the coder gets in, it's like, I can't code this, I need this, I can't get that procedure in there because he forgot to put the osmolarity of what he used on that interventional ERCP that he did, right? So they send it and they put it into a work queue in Epic. And the same, the coder that has that service will go in and say, okay, let me see. And the coder will write a little, I need you to clarify this, there, she'll go in. We'll also go over the markers because it'll also throw more markers and then we say, you know what, in addition to writing the query that you want, I'm also gonna add this, 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 this. That's how we get the acuity of the patient up. That's how we get all the diagnosis and shows the full picture of the patient. Does that help?
It does.
Yes. Any more questions?
Your software, does that incorporate like 3M encoder?
It does. It does. That wonderful CAC opens up to the 3M encoder, which I love. And if you like 3M, I'm 3M baby. I did, yeah. So yeah, the CAC will open up, and we're in there, we're adding codes, we're adding MCCs, we're looking at coding clinics, we're reading the coding guidelines, we're doing all that. CDI nurses too. They can be taught. No, they're a lot of fun. We have so much fun. Any more? Yes, Ms. Payne. What am I missing?
Are you able to share what the financial impact of having CDI was for last year?
I didn't get the exact numbers.
But you have a
General idea.
general idea.
Yeah, millions. Millions, yes. We have impacted a great deal. We definitely show our work, prove our worth. And we have some of our coders that send us some lovely query requests here today. We have Heather. Hi, Heather. Rita. And Ms. Tamara, hello. Hi. Any more questions? In the back of the table is Ms. Gloria and my other team members. Hello. You're acting like they don't know me, y'all. I don't know why. Well, it's been my pleasure. Thank you.